Ryan, obviously, this season, Coach Watts talked about just the depth within this bullpen this season. This half, just what have you seen from this group, and why do you feel like he's got the confidence in you guys, and how do you maybe reciprocate that as well from what you've seen?
Yeah, I think since day one in the fall, all these guys have bought into what we're about here, and I think we've all done a really good job of going out and just competing. So I have a lot of confidence in everybody on the staff to kind of step up and get the job done when their name's called. So.
Pitched in a lot of roles, had a lot of jobs here in your time in the rotation to, open this opening weekend. I'm curious, what are you looking to get out of this experience, and, how'd you kind of spend the off season?
Just enjoy it, really. First career college start, so I'm just going to go out there and treat it like any other outing, but ultimately enjoying it. And, this off season, I went and played summer ball in San Luis Obispo and tried to gain some confidence in that role. And ultimately, I think that helped me get to where I'm at today. So,
I wanted to ask you about that summer, playing in the summer league. Just what went on there? Would you work on? You were pretty productive, and so just what was going right for you?
Yeah, just preparing the right way, finding a routine that worked for me and sticking to that. And I learned a lot through that experience on what worked and what didn't work, and just tried to bring that here once I got here in the fall and then throughout this whole winter. So.
Kind of piggybacking off Isaac's question, there are a lot of guys that have kind of stuck through the process here that are now getting their opportunities to get a starting role here this week. And I'm just wondering, what does that kind of say about the organization as a whole and to you guys as a whole to sticking through this process to stay here at Oregon, to wait for your shot instead of maybe transferring out somewhere else and maybe trying to get an opportunity quicker or maybe a little bit sooner?
Yeah, we talk a lot about you only have today, right? And you're only going to get today one time. So it's just making the most of it. And it's a cliche, but sticking to the process. But that is what we live by. So if you can show up day in and day out and really live by that, then it'll end up working out. So
you were a pretty good hitter in your high school career. I'm curious, what's kind of the pecking order amongst the staff right now in terms of if you guys had to get 10 at bats, who's probably given the most productive plate appearances there?
I don't know if I would be on that list anywhere. We had some two-way guys come in, so I know Junior's probably up there on that list. Hudson Carvalho, probably those two guys are probably at the top of that list. But yeah.
Do you ever miss just taking regular BP?
Honestly, no, not at all. I'll stick to the pitching.
Right here, Isaac, front row.
If you could add one teammate's pitch to the arsenal, whose would it be and why?
I'd say probably Will's fastball. That guy's got an elite fastball, and he tends to just bully people with it. So